There is one question. Namaste Swamiji, the meaning of dharma is still not clear. If it is perfectly clear, there is no scope for any more classes and lectures. So, it must not be perfectly clear. Questions must remain. Then only we will sit together, discuss together, and he will give dakshina for me. Seems like it depends on the activity you are engaged in at the moment. Exactly. Perfectly correct. See, for dharma, there are different limbs, or we can say parts, which are really aspects of dharma. For example, there is the Sanatana dharma, there is the Yuga dharma. There is the Mukhya dharma, and there is the Gauna dharma. So many aspects of dharma are there. Here, Satyam Vada Dharmam Chara Swadhyayanma Pramadaha. All these are Sanatana dharma. Everywhere, all the time, you have to follow those teachings. But there are Yuga dharma, that means it will change according to time and place. The way you have to behave in America will be different from that of Bharat. You go to a hotel or an office. Putting your chappals or shoes outside the room is considered bad here. But in India, you have to put your chappals or shoes outside. Sometimes the veranda will be overcrowded with chappals and shoes. But even then it is auspicious. There, not here. So it depends. Time also. One man suffering from cold, sitting in the Himalayas, you give him a woolen cloth, it is most auspicious. The same man suffering in the desert of Rajasthan, and you give the same woolen cloth to him. We were that much happy when I gave this to you. Now also you put on that. So according to time, place, it changes. But Satyam, Dharma, Swadhyaya, all these are everlasting, Sanatana. That is one aspect. Then the other is Mukhya and Gauna. There are two limbs. Mukhya is that which is important at a given circumstance. Gauna is not that much important at that circumstance. The Gauna of one time will be Mukhya of another time. For example, consider a teacher, a good teacher. In his or in her classroom, there are 40 students. He or she is considering everybody alike. With the love and care, attends the need of all students, teaching them in the best possible way. All right. So he or she is doing Mukhya Dharma as a teacher. Now suppose this year his or her child join the same class this year. So the teacher came to the classroom, and so how many students are there? 39 plus 1 equals 40. Last year, how many students were there? 40. There were 40. This year, 39 plus 1 equals 40. See what a change. Special consideration for his or her child. We can say the teacher is dead. Because in the school, Mukhya Dharma is that of the teacher, not of the mother or father. The Dharma of mother or father is Gaunadhar. It is not inconsistent with the Mukhya Dharma. And if suppose he or she is not at all making any difference, considering everybody alike, being a good teacher, model teacher, all right, but after coming home, the child, oh my mother, oh father, approaches, no, I am your teacher, keep a distance. No, in the house, the teacher is Gauna, whereas father or mother is Mukhya. So to be a man of Dharma, we must know this difference of Mukhya and Gauna and must be able to adjust our life. We call Sri Rama as a Dharma Vigraha, the embodiment of Dharma. Why? Why we are calling Sri Rama as the embodiment of Dharma? Because whenever conflict of Mukhya and Dharma came in his life, he accepted Mukhya Dharma. How? Suffering all the pain, accepting all the pain of renouncing the Gauna Dharma. See, the very day he was supposed to be the king, he was thrown to the forest. He accepted that. Because the Dharma of son was Mukhya then. Just imagine, after the ceremony of coronation, he was asked to go to forest. What he would do? He will put Dasharatha in jail, prison and rule the kingdom. He will not go to forest because then the role of king would be Mukhya, the role of son would be Gauna. But it didn't happen. Whole life of Sri Rama, in all instances, we can see this aspect. Whenever Mukhya and Gauna were in contradiction, Rama accepted Mukhya, suffering all pain. So this is the answer. So it depends, it differs. For example, in this retreat, our dharma is to actively participate, whereas after the retreat, we go back to our life as a husband, a father, etc., where it is a different duty. Of course, you have to be a best father going back from this retreat. You have to be a best husband going back from this retreat. If there is no change in you, it is pure waste of time, these 3 days. There must be a change. A husband must be a best husband. A son must be a best son. Ah. If otherwise, what is the use in attending this? Some 40 years back, almost all monthlies and weeklies, we used to see some advertisements of some medicines before, after, a lean fellow before, a man with that much big body after. Now it is entirely changed. Before is a man of obesity and after a lean man. That is the change happened in 40 years or 30 years. That we all see. But however, a change happened. No? Whether a small became big or big became small, change happened. In the same way, attending this retreat for 2.5 days, some change must happen. If no change is happening, it is waste of time. So go back as a best husband, a best son, best wife, best daughter, best mother. At least you don't bombard your children with advices. If you can do that much, it will be very good.